Today we're going to be solving a system of linear equations using any method. For number 25, we're going to use the substitution method. We're going to start by isolating the variables of one of our equations. I'm going to use the x plus y equals 8 because the variables are already somewhat isolated. So we start by subtracting y from both sides. So x equals 8 minus y. Now with the substitution method, we're going to take this equation that we've now created, and we're going to substitute it into this other equation. So we're going to do 2, and then x equals 8 minus y. So 8 minus y equals 1. Okay, so we're going to start by distributing the 2. So we have 16 minus 2y minus y equals 1. We're going to start by subtracting this 16 so we keep our variables together. Make sure you subtract 16 from both sides. Now we have negative 2y minus y equals negative 15. Negative 2y minus negative y is negative 3y equals negative 15. Now we're going to divide negative 3 from both sides, and y equals 5. Now before we forget, we're going to put y equals 5 up here. We can always check that later, but we're just going to make sure we know what our answer is. Now we're going to insert this y equals 5 into this equation to find what x equals. So x plus 5, now remember this 5 is coming from y equals 5, and x plus y equals 8. Now we're going to subtract the 5 from each side, so we have x equals 3. Now again, we're going to write x equals 3 up here, but before we can finish this problem, we have to check our work. The best way to check your work is to insert your answers into each equation. So we're going to check our work by 3 plus 5 equals 8. Now this is coming, we're inserting the 3 and the 5 from this equation right into here. Okay? So 3 plus 5 equals 8. 8 equals 8. That is correct. So these two answers do work for the first equation, but now let's check it for the next equation. So the original equation was 2x minus y equals 1. We're going to take this x and y and insert our answers. So 2 times 3 minus 5 equals 1. So 6 minus 5 equals 1. 1 equals 1. Check. So after checking our work, we can see that our answers of 3 equals 5, y equals 3, and x equals 3 and y equals 5 are correct.